Morning. So this week, I know it's a holiday here in the US tomorrow, so I want to flip up a little bit and get away from the kind of techie stuff that I normally talk about. And this week, I want to talk about good business habits. So this is more for people just starting out, whether you're new in your business or you're thinking about starting a business. So today, I want to talk about, do you need a new bank account for your business or your new business? And the answer is yes. And um, it doesn't have to be a business checking account. When you're just starting out, typically you're not making a lot of money. Um, and there are not as many options with business checking accounts as there is with regular checking accounts. So if you're just starting out, you might want to just open an additional checking account. Find one that doesn't have a minimum balance. I guess Monday morning I'm having trouble with words. It doesn't require you to have a minimum balance. That's not always the case with a business checking. Um, and then and I'm just thinking back to when I started. So when I started out, I wasn't making a lot of money, so I didn't have a separate checking account. And I can tell you that it's easier if you do it when you first start out than trying to transition as you get into your business, several years, like I did. So because you start having automatic payments come out and things like that. And so it gets a little tricky trying to balance, like, when do I do it? Because I don't want these payments to be, declined. So as soon as possible, you do want to open that additional checking account. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a business checking, just you don't want to commingle your funds. So as soon as start making a couple thousand a month at least, I would say that would be a good time to go ahead and open that second checking account just for business. And you can track expenses. I use QuickBooks now, but when in the beginning, I have a spreadsheet, which I'm happy to give you a copy of my template. What it does, it's several tabs. One on the first tab, it collects all of your totals from the other tabs. So it's got all the formulas and everything in there. And then I had one for income, one for expenses, one for travel, several different tabs, and just an easy way for you to track your expenses. So if you would like a copy of that, just leave me a comment below, or send me a DM. I'm happy to give that to you. It's just an easier way. And then when you get, on in your business, you can look at things like QuickBooks. QuickBooks Online is my preference. But I know there's a lot of options out there. So you just have to find the one that's right for you. And then when you get ready to hire a bookkeeper and then a CPA to do your taxes, they might have a preference. And sometimes it's easier to use what they use to help you out. All right, if you have any, I am not an accountant. I am not a CPA. This is just based on my experience as I built my business over the last 10 or so years. So do seek professional advice from a licensed bookkeeper or tax professional.